Hello, fellow food lovers. Today I will be making Chinese braised Suey Choy, also known as Napa Cabbage, with bean curd sticks. This is a vegan dish. You will need half a pound of Suey Choy, also known as Napa Cabbage, and 6 pieces of dried bean curd stick. For the braising liquid, you will need 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 4 tablespoons of Chinese cooking wine, and 2 green onions. For the sauce, you will need 1 tablespoon of minced ginger, 1 tablespoon of vegetarian oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Okay, so I've got 2 green onions there. That's for the braising liquid. So I'm going to give it a wash. I'm going to cut the roots off. I'm just going to cut into 3 big pieces each. I got a piece of ginger there. I'm going to take the skin off. I'm going to cut the skin off. And then I'm going to give that a fine mince. I'm going to use that for the sauce. Okay, so I got a head of Napa cabbage here. I'm going to cut the root off, the base part. I'm going to take the leaves off. So I only need probably 2/3 of that. The inside part I'm going to save for something else. So I'm going to cut the leaves into 2 or 3 big pieces. Okay, I have the bean curd sticks here. When you buy them in an Asian grocery store, they come in a plastic package and they're dried. So you need to soak them overnight in water and make sure it's completely covered in water overnight. So I'll put in a bowl, I'll fill it with water, and I'll put a plate over top to make sure that the bean curd's submerged under the water. So you need to soak it in water at least overnight, but 24 hours is best. So when they come in a package, they come in very long sticks, about that long. So I'm going to cut into 3 to 4 pieces each stick. So one piece is basically 2 sticks that are connected at one end. So that would be one piece. So you need 6 of those, like that. That's 2 sticks connected at one end. Okay, let's get cooking. So I'm going to put about 6 to 7 cups of water in the wok. You want the wok a little more than half full of water. So you may need more water depending on the size of your wok, or less water. And I have it on high heat. I'm going to bring the water to a boil. So this dish, there's no stir frying involved. It's braising basically. So you're braising the bean curd sticks and you're braising the Napa cabbage. Okay, I'm going to season the water now. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar. I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of Chinese cooking wine. I'm going to add those big pieces of green onion. So that's going to flavor the braising liquid. Okay, so the braising liquid's come to a boil. So I'm going to put all the bean curd sticks in there now. So I'm probably going to boil that on high heat for between 20 to 30 minutes. And as the water level comes down, make sure you add water. You want to make sure that most of the bean curd's submerged, and every once in a while you want to turn it around so the bottom part comes up and the top part goes to the bottom. Okay, so about 30 minutes have gone by. So the bean curd's cooked now. It's been braising in the liquid and it's been flavored in the liquid. So you want to you take it out with tongs, and the pieces of green onion, you want to leave it in there. It's just to flavor the liquid. It's not for eating. So just leave the green onion behind in the liquid. So once you've transferred all the bean curd out of the wok into the bowl, make sure you drain the liquid that came in with the bean curd. You want the bean curd to be dry, because when you add the sauce, you want the sauce to be diluted with the water that came with the bean curd. So yeah, drain the water out of the bean curd. And if the water level is low in the wok, you want to add some water to it. So I added 2 cups to raise it up. And then when it's come to a boil, I'm going to add the Napa cabbage to that braising liquid. So it doesn't matter that the Napa cabbage is sitting out of the wok. You want to wait 2-3 minutes, and then you want to turn it around so that the stuff that's on top, that's sitting out of the braising liquid, gets moved to the bottom, and the leaves that are cooked that are on the bottom come up to the top. And as you can see, once the leaves are cooked, they get wilty and they shrink. So they actually they will totally be immersed in the water. So I boiled the Napa cabbage for maybe 5-6 minutes. You can see the leaves are wilty and cooked. So I'm going to take the Napa cabbage out now using tongs. Again, leaving the green onion behind. You don't want to use that. It's just for the braising liquid. So once I have all the Napa cabbage transferred to the serving dish, I'm going to drain the Napa cabbage, make sure there's no water sitting on the bottom of the Napa cabbage, because again, that would dilute the sauce if you left that liquid in there. So make sure you drain it all out. So you want to make sure the Napa cabbage and the bean curd sticks are dry. Okay, so I'm going to transfer the bean curd sticks over to the Napa cabbage. It's sitting on top of the Napa cabbage now. So I washed the wok. It's on high heat. I added 2 tablespoons of cooking oil, and we're going to make the sauce now. So I'm going to add the ginger now. I'm going to give that a quick stir fry, maybe 30 seconds in the oil. And it's on high heat. You don't want to burn the ginger. Once it turns a little golden brown, then you can add the water to make the sauce. So give that a stir. You want the ginger to infuse flavor into the oil. Okay, so I added a cup of water to make the sauce. So I'm going to season the sauce. Now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of vegetarian oyster sauce. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Okay, so the sauce has come to a boil now. So we're going to make the cornstarch slurry. So I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, maybe a slight heaping tablespoon. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of water to that. I'm going to give that a stir, make sure the cornstarch is dissolved in the water. I'm going to give that a stir, and then I'm going to pour it into the sauce. Then when I pour in the sauce, I'm going to give it a stir, make sure that the cornstarch is mixed in with the sauce, and then bring that to a boil. When you add the cornstarch slurry, you almost want to bring the water to a boil to set the cornstarch. If you don't bring it to a boil, then it won't become a sauce. Okay, so I turn the heat off. It's become a gravy now. So I'm going to pour that sauce over the bean curd stick, and it's going to filter down and go down into the Napa cabbage as well. So it's going to flavor both the bean curd sticks and the Napa cabbage. This is a really great dish to eat with rice too. It's very saucy. And it's a vegan dish as well. Yeah, so make sure you get a lot of sauce over the bean curd sticks and over the Napa cabbage as well. Okay, there you have it. So that's braised bean curd sticks and braised Napa cabbage in a savory vegetarian sauce. Totally vegan dish. It's a fairly complete dish when you eat it with rice too. The bean curd sticks, just like tofu, has a lot of protein in it. And then you're getting the veggies with the Napa cabbage, and then you're getting the carbs from the rice. Okay, bon appetit.